Hi guys, this week we'll start adding some washes. As you can see, I've already started to our Charles Demuth themed pieces, our 2-point perspectives. So once you've got this all drawn in and you've got it all broken up with these geometric shapes and just some straight lines, you're going to start putting in washes of color. Um, but you want to do different values of the colors that you're using. So as you can see here, I've started with some blues already, right? I've started to create some areas of blue sky, but in each of these separate sections that I created by way of those lines and geometric shapes, I'm doing a different value of blue. So I've got some lighter areas of blue, some really soft areas with some really soft clouds and stuff, and then I've got these other deeper darker blues, and I've kind of got harder shapes there for the clouds. And so you want to kind of create some variety here. You're using the same color, right, but it's different values and different qualities of that color. To get these softer shapes, these clouds, I used a clean wash of water on here first and did wet into wet, which means first I started with clear water in this entire shape. Then I just started to put a wet wash of blue in some spots and leave some spots white. And when you do that, those white spots that you leave, right, it softens up those edges because it's all kind of wet and it starts to bleed together, but it doesn't totally fill in the space if you leave enough area that's blank white. Um, with this area here, right, it was just wet onto dry. And so all I did here was skip some areas of white to leave space for clouds and painted in the rest. And then next to it, I've got kind of some darker colors, some darker blue sky. So that's what we'll be doing. I've got kind of a mountain range started here. I've also done that in blue. We've got a little line of trees kind of started here that's fading off into the distance. And start to do the roof of the house. So I'm going to go back and forth. I'll go back and forth between light washes and dark washes. What I have to be careful of is that I don't do one wet wash next to another wet wash. So when I put this wash in, I can't do this one immediately after, or they'll just run together and it will all start to look the same, which is not the point of this particular project. You want these different areas to look different. So you'd have to do this area, and then what I do is skip an area, and then come down here and do this area, skip around some more, find another area where it's not next to anything wet, right? Find another area where it's not next to anything wet. You've got to let it dry completely before you do an area that's next to these wet areas. So that's what I've been doing the past couple minutes is letting it dry, and I'll start painting on here again soon. But this should be kind of what we start doing this week is starting to get these different washes laid out, starting to get these different values laid out. They can all be fairly light for now, but definitely by next week, we'll start really building and strengthening some of these values just to break up the image a little bit. And that should be it. So as long as you guys get to an area where kind of most of your shapes have some sort of a value of a color plugged into them, then you'll be in good shape for next week. All right, so I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with and to seeing these get turned in. We'll try to get them done by the end of next week. Thanks.